Have you ever wanted to just jump into speaking a new language? Well, what if I told you that in the next 5 minutes you're going to have your very first actual conversation in Spanish? I'm serious. Let's get started.
Okay, take a look at this phrase on your screen. ¿Cuántos años tienes? Right now, it might just look like a jumble of words, right? But it's a question. And trust me, by the end of this, you're not just going to know what it means. You're going to know exactly how to answer it.
And yeah, the best part? You absolutely can. We're going to build this whole conversation from the ground up, piece by piece, starting with the most essential stuff.
So first things first, the building blocks. You can't answer that mystery question without numbers, so we're going to quickly master 0 through 20. These are going to be the foundation for, well, everything else we do today.
Ready? Let's power through 0 to 10. Just try saying them with me. Cero, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, and 10. See? Not so bad. That's the first set done.
And hey, here's a pro tip that sounds almost too simple, but it works wonders. Count on your fingers. Seriously, when you connect the word to a physical action, your brain just locks it in so much faster. It might feel a bit like you're back in kindergarten, but who cares if it works, right?
Okay, now for the next little chunk, 11 through 15. These guys each have their own unique name, so let's just get them down. Ready? Uno, dos, tres, catorce, quince. You're doing great.
Now for the really cool part, where you get a shortcut. There's a pattern. For 16, the logic is literally 10 and 6, which is 10 y 6. Over time, that just got kind of smushed together into one word, 10 y 6. So once you see that, the rest are a piece of cake. 18 is just 10 and 7, 18 is 10 and 8, and 19 is 10 and 9. Simple.
And that brings us to the big one for today, our final number. 20. Let's all say it together. 20. Perfect. And just like that, you have every single number you need to answer our big question. All right, so we've got our building blocks, the numbers. Now we need the blueprint for how to actually build something with them. It's time to learn the phrases that put all this into action.
So here it is again, our key question. ¿Cuántos años tienes? Now this translates to how old are you? But, and this is super important, what it literally means is how many years do you have? That little difference is the whole secret.
And that brings us to what I call the literal translation trap. See, in English, we say I am 20. So your first instinct might be to say yo soy 20. But in Spanish, you don't are your age, you have your age. So you use the verb tengo, which means I have. You say tengo 20. This one tiny shift is a game changer for sounding natural.
So you've got the numbers, you've got the phrases. Now for the payoff. Let's see how these building blocks and that blueprint snap together to make a real, natural conversation. Okay, let's watch this unfold. A conversation pretty much always starts with the simple hello, right? So person A says, Hola, ¿cómo te llamas? Which is just, hello, what's your name?
And person B, Anna, replies, Hola, me llamo Ana. And then, boom, there it is. She uses our key question, ¿Cuántos años tienes?
And here it is, the answer we've been working toward this whole time. Notice he doesn't say soy. He says, tengo 18. I have 18. Then he just flips the question right back. ¿Y tú? And you? So smooth.
Anna answers right back, tengo 19. And then she finishes with a nice, friendly, encantada de conocerte, which just means nice to meet you. And there you have it, a full, natural-sounding introduction in Spanish.
Okay, watching it happen is one thing, but actually doing it is where the magic happens. So now, it's your turn. Let's walk this skill in with a few super quick and easy practice runs.
Here are 3 little drills you can do literally right now. First, just count out loud, 0 to 20. Let your mouth get used to the sounds. Second, play what I call the echo game. Pick a number, like cinco, and just say it 3 times fast. Cinco, cinco, cinco. And lastly, find a mirror and introduce yourself. It sounds silly, but it totally works.
And all that little practice leads up to this, your final challenge. Can you put these 4 simple steps together? Just say hello, say your name, say your age using tengo, and then say goodbye. That's it. You can totally do this.
So there you have it. In just a few minutes, you went from knowing nothing to having the actual building blocks for your first real Spanish chat.
You've literally unlocked a way to share a little piece of who you are with millions of people. So the only question left is, what conversation are you going to have next?